everyone, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I have been working crazy hours again. Just want to say, yay, I found my little moon necklace. I thought I'd lost it, and since I've been moving things out of my mum's house, I found it at the back of my desk. So I'm quite happy with that, and you'll see this on me most of the time in videos. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about rituals in pagan tradition. I haven't done a video about this, and I think it's one of those topics that a lot of people will be interested in to see the differences in traditions. For example, how do witches marry? A handfasting is a pagan wedding, and ceremonies vary according to the traditions of different groups or couples. The term handfasting comes from hand fastening, and in most ceremonies it is usual to tie the hands of the bride and groom together using cords or ribbons to symbolise their union. In addition to the ritual of the ceremony, spells for love, passion, fertility, prosperity, and continued good health may be included in a handfasting. The bride and groom represent the god and the goddess. He is the hunter that provides, and she is the mother earth that nurtures and loves. Often when pagans talk of getting married, they refer to jumping the broomstick, and a handfasting wouldn't be complete if the bride and groom did not jump over the broom. No matter how solemn the ceremony, it would be difficult to suppress the clapping and cheering at the part of the ceremony. The broom represents binding together male and female aspects. The three parts of the broom are the handle, which is a representation of the male phallus, the bristles represent the female, and the twine is that which binds masculine and feminine together. Now, the broom also sweeps away the old and allows the couples to have a fresh new beginning. Couples may choose to marry for eternity, and that means forever, in this life and in future lives. Now, this is what I mentioned in the Pagans Unite video. When it comes to this, when they marry forever in this life and future lives. Now, I said this in the Pagans Unite video, I believe in old souls. And I also believe that if you find your soulmate, you will find in your next life, you will reconnect again. And the same process again, you'll be soulmates. Other couples may choose to unite till death do us part, or they may choose to be united while their love burns strong and sure. They may also choose to be united for a year and a day. At the end of this time, they may renew their vows and lengthen the period, or separate. If like me and you are a Wiccan, pagan, witch, or any aspects like that, and you're with someone that is not in this religion as well, then I totally agree with people going to a registry office and getting married in that sense. But if you are two pagans, two Wiccans, or two witches, then you'll end up obviously doing a handfasting. So if I ever do get married, it'd probably have to be in a registry office, because my boyfriend is not pagan. He is Catholic. So it would be in a registry office. Anyway, the next one I'm going to talk about is the naming ceremonies. Now, naming ceremonies are the equivalent of a christening, but more thought is given to the christening gift than for a conventional ceremony. To begin with, the mother, which would have consulted an astrologer to find out her new baby's strengths and weaknesses based on their child's time, date and place of birth, and this chart would be used to understand where the child may require extra encouragement. As the time of the naming ceremony approaches, those who will be attending will already be thinking of gifts that they will bestow. These come in the form of blessings. An artist would focus on blessing the child with the gift of creativity. Someone who had a good singing voice or was skilled with a musical instrument would bless the child with the gift of music. Each person would bestow on the child his or her greatest gift. A circle would be cast, and each friend or coven member would one by one place their hand on the baby, and as they did so, they would visualize the child being proficient in the skill or talent. I can give an example of this. You may be thinking, oh, she's daft and all that. But if any of you have ever seen the film Sleeping Beauty, now you'll know where I'm coming from on this, because this is a good example of it. In the film Sleeping Beauty, you'll see the three fairies, the good fairies, bestow gifts upon Sleeping Beauty. So that's my little example of that. I hope none of you think I'm daft and that and all that, but that's how I view that. The next one I'm going to tell you about is last rites. So if someone is going to pass away or has passed away, this is what happens. Even in death there is celebration, and though we witches mourn the passing of a loved one in the flesh, we believe in celebrating the passage into another time and dimension. Now, I've said this in one of my Pagans Unite videos, that I believe we go to the astral plane after we die. It is traditional for mourners to wear white or pastel shades rather than black, and most pagans prefer to have a woodland burial, or if a cremation is performed, the ashes may be scattered in a favourite woodland area. A tree is often planted instead of a headstone. Now, I think I've done a video on this, but I don't know whether I mentioned this in the video. I am scared of fire, but I love candles and I'm a fire sign. And my biggest nightmare is, if I ever passed away, is to be cremated. That would be my ultimate nightmare. So I would love, my ideal for the last rites would be to be buried under a tree, preferably. That'd be ideal for me. So I've just raspberry tea is my new favourite tea now. So this is my little talk on the pagan rituals. So like, for all these, each religion has basically got a tradition. Like when they marry, in every religion couples marry, but it's all different in each religions. They all have christenings, naming ceremonies, but it's all different. But at the end of the day, it's all doing the same thing. When you look at it, most religions have little similarities in those sort of traditional ways. So I don't know why there's so much hate out there regards of religion. It should just all be equal, really. Anyway, that's my little video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Keep subscribing, leave your comments. I'd love to hear your stories if you have participated in any of these rituals and traditions. It's very interesting to hear about your take on them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more, and blessed be everybody.